Hey educators, welcome. Let's just dive right into today's explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really incredible resource designed to help you discover and, more importantly, nurture your students' unique strengths. If you've ever struggled to get your classroom genuinely excited about self-reflection, or if those traditional dry learning style assessments are literally putting them to sleep, well, you're in for a treat today. We're exploring the 8 Paths Academy.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with a quick welcome to the Academy, then we'll meet the 8 paths, walk through how the assessment and scoring actually work, and finally, we'll see how to visualize those results so your students can explore future careers. Let's get to it.
All right, Section 1. Welcome to the Academy. So what exactly is the 8 Paths Academy?
To start, let's look at the Tree of Paths artwork. This isn't just pretty decoration, it establishes the core philosophy of the entire program right out of the gate. There's a banner at the bottom that reads, "Every learner has all 8 paths, every path can grow." And that sends such a powerful message, right? It tells the student, hey, you aren't just one thing, you're a complex tree with many branches, and depending on where you put your focus and energy, literally any of these branches can flourish.
So what is this academy at its core? Well, it's an engaging RPG or role-playing game-style adaptation of Howard Gardner's famous multiple intelligences framework. Instead of just mindlessly checking boxes on a sterile worksheet, which, let's be honest, usually feels like a total chore for kids, they actually feel like they're entering a fantastical academy to unlock their own unique superpowers. It completely gamifies the self-discovery process, which is exactly how you capture and hold a student's attention.
Moving right along to Section 2, Meet the 8 Paths, or as we like to call them, the Heroes of Learning.
Look at these amazing anime-style character profiles the students get to work with. You've got the word weaver representing linguistic intelligence, complete with this really rich imagery of books and glowing letters. And then you've got the logic tactician representing logical and mathematical intelligence, totally surrounded by gears and complex equations. By pairing these cognitive frameworks with recognizable character archetypes, students instantly get it. It's like they're choosing a character class in their favorite video game.
And it's not just about sitting quietly at a desk either. We've also got these incredible action-oriented paths. You've got the Motion Vanguard for bodily kinesthetic learners, the kids who absolutely need to move, build, and touch things to understand the world. And the Nature Guardian is for those with naturalistic intelligence, who learn best by getting outside and exploring the living environment. This vibrant, heroic artwork validates their specific ways of learning. For a student who might struggle in a traditional sit-and-listen classroom, that is a massive confidence booster.
But here is the absolutely crucial part. These character sheets are way more than just cool art. Each profile is packed with rich, highly actionable information. Students can instantly see their signature strengths, get practical tips on how their path learns best, find strategies for growing their path so they can level up, and even get a peek into potential future careers. It gives them the vocabulary they need to advocate for their own learning. If a kid knows they're a vision crafter, for example, they can confidently ask, hey, can I draw a diagram for this project instead of writing a paragraph?
All right, Section 3. Taking the assessment via the Path Signals Inventory.
When you look at the student directions, you'll see they are incredibly approachable. We're framing this whole task as a self-reflective quest rather than some stressful test. Notice that emphasis on how well it describes you right now. That's huge because it reinforces that learning profiles aren't fixed forever. They evolve. Students just circle a response from 0 to 3. There is 0 wrong answers here. The guide explicitly tells them not to pick what a teacher or parent wants them to pick because honesty is the only key to unlocking their true path.
And you can see that clearly on the Path Signals inventory form itself. It's clean, it's highly visual, and super student-friendly. Instead of just a giant, intimidating wall of text, each of the 40 items is paired with an intuitive little icon. Like one question features building blocks, another features a leaf. It makes a 40-question process feel snappy and engaging rather than overwhelming. It really respects the student's cognitive load while still gathering robust data about how they prefer to learn.
Okay, Section 4, Scoring the Inventory, or as the kids might say, tallying up your experience points.
Let's pause here for a second, because this comparison perfectly hits the nail on the head regarding the Academy's core philosophy. Traditional testing almost always tries to calculate one single overall intelligence score, right? Just an IQ number that basically lumps a kid into a box. Well, the 8 Paths philosophy actively avoids that. We calculate 8 separate, distinct branch scores. And we keep them totally separate because you simply cannot average out human potential. A high score as a rhythm resonator and a lower score as a logic tactician shouldn't average out to mediocre. No way. They should highlight a beautifully distinct musical talent. Now for you as the guide, the scoring system is literally as straightforward as it gets. First, you just verify that all 40 statements actually have a single response from 0 to 3. It's really crucial to ensure no items are missing so the branches stay accurate. Remember, a missed question isn't a 0, it just means the data is incomplete. Then, you simply map those responses over to the specific branches using the provided teacher scoring key.
You can see on this scoring worksheet just how simple it is in practice. You literally just drop the numbers in. So, for the word weaver, you take the student's answer for item 3, item 10, item 18, and so on, write them down, and add them up. Since there are 5 questions per path, and the max score for each question is a 3, you're just calculating a score out of 15 for each specific path. It's quick, it's foolproof, and it keeps the math incredibly easy for educators who, let's face it, are already juggling a million things.
Which brings us to Section 5, Visualizing Student Results with the Character Sheet. Now, this step is where the magic really happens. Students get to take total ownership of their data by transferring those raw scores onto their own My Tree of Paths profile. They literally get to shade in the segments of their tree to visually see exactly where they are thriving right now. Say they scored a 14 as a vision crafter. They get to shade in all 4 segments of that branch. It's this highly tactile, visual reward that turns abstract survey data into a beautifully personalized map of their own mind.
You've really got to pay a close attention to the language we use for these scoring bands, especially that bottom row. In a traditional test, scoring a 0 to 3 out of 15 would just be a failing grade. But here, a 0 to 3 simply means that branch is ready for exploration. Meanwhile, a 12 to 15 is a flourishing branch. The language is 100% positive and growth-oriented. It completely removes the stigma from areas where a student might not currently excel. We're framing them not as weaknesses, but as uncharted territories just waiting to be explored whenever the student is ready.
All right, our final section, Section 6, Exploring Future Careers and Looking at Next Steps.
Where could these paths lead? That is exactly the question we want your students eagerly asking themselves once they see all their flourishing and growing branches. Because we definitely don't want this assessment to just end at self-awareness. We want it to act as a launchpad into real-world application and real-world goal setting.
And that curiosity naturally leads us to the Career Exploration Journal. This acts as a literal physical map for students. It takes these fun concepts like the Alliance Keeper or the Inner Sage and connects them directly to real-world careers. We're talking everything from nursing to architecture to software development. Students use this journal to spot patterns in their own interests, to ask big questions about what it actually takes to enter those fields, and to start planning their very next steps. It takes that big, abstract, scary concept of what do I want to be when I grow up, and makes it incredibly tangible, tying it directly to their unique identified strengths.
The APAS Academy isn't just some fun way to kill an afternoon. It is a deeply powerful, structured tool completely disguised as an epic adventure. It gamifies self-awareness, and it genuinely honors the diverse, incredible ways our students' minds work. So you've got to ask yourself, are you going to keep handing out standard, boring worksheets, or are you ready to help your students map out a truly actionable, confident future? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how your students grow their unique trees of possibility.